always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving.
Welcome back to the Romanian Reaver channel and my playthrough. Okay, this is getting to be a murder mystery edition. Starfield. I don't know why I said edition there, but I don't know. I fed my cat in between this episode and the last, and now she's stuck to my foot.
You seem to have weathered that trek well enough. Were you able to find anything at the facility? It certainly is. Monica, anything you can do with this?
I can take a look. Oh, it's encoded. Made to look scrambled. And done badly. Looks like... there. Seems there were two of them. Oh my god, it's all here. The accidents, the kidnapping, Greg's attack. These two, they did it all.
Any mention of who they are? They're not with the construction crew, are they?
No names, but there are a pair of ID numbers. They're with the Trackers Alliance.
The Alliance sent two bounty hunters? Here? What? Our bounties are all paid.
I'm not seeing an Alliance contract or documentation. I think this is off the books.
Trackers? Consider yourselves lucky to still be alive.
It appears we have been fortunate. But it does beg the question. So, a couple of trackers have decided to haunt us on their own free time. Why?
Doesn't say.
It's the official guild of the galaxy's bounty hunters, known for relentlessly stalking their targets in pursuit of a payday. To a tracker, any person with an outstanding record is a coin purse, ready to be cut open and emptied of value, regardless of the circumstances surrounding said person's record. There are few groups more ruthless. Though, it's surprising that they've intervened here, where there's no obvious money to be made. That certainly seems in the realm of possibility.
So then this is an easy fix. They're bounty hunters.
And make ourselves a target for every other hunter in the universe.
Says the one guy physically incapable of...
We're not doing anything until we act. Any mention in there of where our trackers might...
Sounds like they're on a supply run.
Then we got a little time. Given their background, and ours, I expect you're the only person here they might actually listen to. Would you be willing to act as an emissary on our behalf? I'm sure we can find a way to solve...
Let's just pay them and be done with it. I mean, we clearly need more manpower anyway. I'll hire them on as...
To hell with that. We know where they live. Let's have our friend here.
The last thing we need is the galaxy thinking that's how we solve our problems around here, Mr. D'Angelo.
And that would be the case.
I would request you try to avoid any violence. But if you're looking for suggestions on how to proceed, well, it seems we've got opinions to spare.
I'm gonna go blow some shit up. I'm gonna try and talk them out of getting themselves blown up first. It looks nice, I'm not gonna say no. Oh, exorcism. Yeah. By way of high caliber bullet, yes. Or even low caliber, considering I'm gonna be shooting them with 27s. More than likely. Ultimate insult, 27 shot. I'm not gonna be optionaling in it. In the English, Reaver, English. I'm not gonna be doing optional things like asking people how to shoot other people. Yeah, there's definitely no graph here. I kind of feel sorry for it. It was doing only its job, but yeah. Its job included shooting me, so...
Who's that?
You. Who are you and what the hell are you doing here? And just who the holy hell are you?
See? I told you Kilman was gonna lead them to us. Should have slit his throat when we had the chance.
Quiet. Listen, unless you're here to tell us those convicts have decided to close up shop, then we've got nothing to discuss.
It is a reasonable request. You would do well to consider it.
That's so. That's funny. Is that so? Oh, wait. Okay, you and your friends aren't getting her. Don't make me kill you! Gonna take more than that!
Always worth checking. Never know what you might
Nice. Ooh, nicer.
find in my pockets.
Rifle. Okay. I'll give you a try. Now comes the important part. It's actually not better. Which means this one isn't actually better either. Yeah. We're probably gonna be a bit in shit with the Tracker Alliance, but oh well. There's scum trying to enforce the status quo.
There you are. You were gone for quite a while, love. Are you all... Not sure I like the implication, but I suppose I have to respect it. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. This place, all of us. There is just one last piece of business, though. Nevin asked...
Ah, there you are. So, first things first, I need to say... And we are exceedingly grateful for it. It's just... the situation you set right, with the trackers, it's one we don't want... Luckily, we have someone, our founding donor in fact, who has offered to reach out to the Alliance. In short, before she does, however, she's asked for the details of what exactly occurred. I've already shared. Is that something you might be amenable? Our benefactor has said she'd prefer to do the introduction, but you can rest assured she wants only to thank you in person. Hear your side of the story. She'll be... Head to Aquila City in the Cheyenne system. Check in with Justin Sneed, her security chief. And I would ask you to try and be polite. She's it.
Let's head to Aquila real quick then.
The smell of lumber, crops, and... chunks? Yes, that is chunks.
Polite, be polite, be polite.
Tower's closed. Come back some other time. Ah, so you're them. Figures. I've got 2 rules for this little meeting. Rule number 1. You're not to share anything you discuss up there. This is a private matter, and we're
Rule 2. You decide to get playful with that weapon, we're going to have. Think you can abide by those? Suppose I can take that as a yes. Fine, head upstairs. It's Lance.
And that must make you our guest. Please, take a seat. Now, you may already know who I am. Raisha Lance, CEO, Laredo Firearms. And you, I know all about. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for the retreat. Truly, it's a... I'm not the sole donor, but yes, the retreat is a project I've been trying to foster for some time now. My attempt to improve the plight of humanity, which is why I'm so thankful for you. Now, I presume Nevin already got you up to speed. I need details before I talk to the heads of the Trackers Alliance. Make sure their members understand the retreat. So if you don't mind, I'd like to just jump right into it. Lily here will be taking notes as we... Now, Nevin said all the various incidents afflicting the retreat, they all stemmed from this... Ah, I'll be sure that's noted. But you did manage to get those two to leave the retreat alone. You mind my asking how you accomplished that? I'm sure that couldn't have been easy. I appreciate you putting yourself... I'm interested in the details, though. How... Well, I'm glad we lucked into someone with your skill set showing up when you did. So, only other thing I wanted to ask, and I'm just looking for an opinion here, is there anything in your... That's an interesting thought. Perhaps another supervisor is the answer. But that should give me enough to present to the Alliance. Now, what you did, well, it deserves something more than just... Here, I want you to have these. Now, was there anything else you wanted to talk about before we went our separate ways? It's something that's been on my mind for a while now. How best to help the galaxy's incarcerated population? Humanity's tried plenty of bad ideas. Throwing them in jail and forgetting about them. The UC gave that a go way back when. Took all their criminals to a penal colony on Suvorov and left them to their own devices. Well, those folks didn't appreciate that sort of treatment. Took over the colony. And now we call them the Crimson Fleet. Next, we tried making them pay fines instead of going to jail. Except if you don't have bad idea after bad idea. I thought it was time we tried. You make lots of friends in my position. Friends in the Freestar Collective. Friends in the UC. The sort of people with influence over things. Like, say, how much a locality is allowed to spend on Alliance contracts each quarter. When the Alliance heads grasp that it's better for us all to be friends, I expect they'll leave the retreat well enough. That's kind of you, but without your help, it might... You have my sincere thanks. Now if you'll excuse me...
Talk to Miss Lance. Make a purchase.
Excuse me.
Thank you again for all you've done for the retreat. Here's what I have in stock.
Hmm. Hmm. To be honest, I would want something in the area, but... Wow. I know, damn. Thank you. Jesus. Okay. Man, I want to play with that. There. Still has the problem of the old one. Is nearly that. But I can modify it. I can make it better. Or worse, depending on your inclination. And actually, that does remind me. Okay, so that's worse. That's worse. That's worse.
I don't do payment plans or lines of credit, and I don't... You seem all right.
Mm-hmm. You had where to modify the weapon, yes. That's good, that's good. This is not my style.
The stock versions are never quite what you want, are they?
And it's the high... Holy shit, it can even get higher. Uh-huh, so penetrator rounds are what give it a nice bit of oomph.
It's almost reassuring to see that corporate mediocrity has wormed its way into every corner of the settled systems.
Now, let's get back there.
we're just 2 jumps away. We have a workbench here, but then we should be able to we'll pay loads. If you can find or buy some iron, thank you.
Let's head straight for Charybdis. Well, actually, let's give this a scan. My eyes! Temperate. Now let's do a bit of stupidry. That's what. Okay, let's hope we don't fucking die. Ah, yes.
This is intriguing. A rather large amount of security for such a small place.
Human of unknown origin detected. Designated Outsider, this is an undisclosed secret location. Please identify purpose or depart. Acknowledging receipt of emergency request. Explanation deemed acceptable. Clearance granted to Crucible. Outsider will deliver 150 units of copper.
Tobias, stand down. We have a visitor.
Reminder, deliver required material. End of conversation.
This is incredible. For so long we hoped for any visit, and the day has finally arrived. We see no one, ever. Your arrival is truly an historic one, but many societies have closed their doors and are arguing about what to do, while the rest hide to see which way the wind blows. Franklin would know what to do. He's the oldest among us. Most of us are like me, free and but there are 3 societies that are oft at odds. The Believers, the Pragmatists, and the Renegades. It would be... Franklin leads the Pragmatists. Crucible is a tinderbox, and we're still recovering from a deadly conflict. Far fewer of us are here to greet you today because of it. Give it time, and I'm sure the others will, for curiosity's sake, if nothing else.
No queries are being answered at this time.
When your ship landed, I feared the robots would shoot you on sight. I am greatly relieved that they let you
Why
into
does this guy
our
look like
community.
Franklin D. Roosevelt?
But you come during a delicate time. Where to begin? Maybe, and I am Franklin Delano Roosevelt, leader of the Pragmatist Society. Well, it is gratifying that even after all these years, you see, I was an American president. Well, not literally, but everyone that lives here are clones. Some of us are clones of the greatest figures of history, and others, well, when we die, and some of us die quite often, I cannot imagine how strange this must sound. Now, there is the question, isn't it? I do not have FDR's memories. Well, as much as history records. I confess, but no, I am my own man, but not at all. I have had occasion to see death more than anyone. When someone dies, all they have accomplished here in Crucible, all of it, and when they come back, they are different. Being reborn can take years, sometimes over a decade. Is it? I wish I could illuminate you on, but we are as ignorant of the technology which brought us. I could see how confusing, but if it's any consolation, many of us, after decades, centuries, of trying to figure it out ourselves, there is so very much we... The robots clone us for a reason. They're so... But what that is, and what we should do about it, is it's best you meet with the other societies, and after... Well, it is one of the few concrete things we know about Crucible. If you want to truly know about the mission, the Believers will tell you all about it. In fact, it can be hard to get them to stop talking about it. After you meet with them, I'll share my position. Please do. Word has been sent, so the street should be full again. There is more I would talk with you about, but I would not take advantage. Go speak with the Monarinas and Genghis Khan.
I can tell who's the renegade from that group. But that said, we're gonna leave it off here now, ladies and gentlemen. Catch you guys and gals next time. Thank you for watching, or more precisely surviving up until this point, because guys know the editing's kinda interesting and my voice has a melodic tone to it. If you like what you saw, feel free to hit the subscribe button, like button. It does help out the statistics of the channel, gets more visible, you know, stuff like that. And to be honest, at one point I would like to actually make this a job so I can do better content with better quality, more games, more coverage, you know, stuff like that. Take care.